Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader, and I am finally now on Pisces. So, Pisces towards the end of the year 2024, and maybe moving into, if the cards indicate, into 2025. So, let's look at the astrological planets, Pisces. So Pisces, if you have any of that early Aquarius planets, it is conjunct Pluto. Like if you have Venus conjunct Pluto. What does that mean for a Pisces? Well, if you have Venus in Aquarius conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, it means that there's a side of you that is maybe getting around a little bit more and having more fun and talking to more people and getting yourself out there. Being more chatty, dating more different types of people, dating people you typically won't go for, or really having fun in terms of how you look and in terms of how you interact with people. With Mercury in Aquarius conjunct at Pluto, you are taking chances in terms of expressing your ideas and not being afraid to share your ideas with people and being very interested and curious about other people. And Pisces really looking into other people's works and just very much more curious and interested in the world around you. With Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces, whatever you're working on, you're probably very disciplined. You're coming off as much more calm and collected and composed with that Saturn. Maybe even a little more stern than usual. Like if you're coaching, you're probably, your team's probably like, what's wrong with him? He's become kind of a badass. And yeah, I feel like you may be turning into some kind of a badass. But there's another side of you with that Neptune and Pisces that is also very soft and loving, and you could start singing and playing a musical instrument, Pisces. You just maybe break out in song a lot more times now than usual. With that Uranus and Taurus also sextile any Pisces planets, you're just tapping into different sides of yourself and just having more fun. With that Jupiter and Gemini square to any of your Pisces planets, it's just letting loose. Letting loose. Mars and Leo, letting loose. Sun, Sag and Mercury, still having fun, letting loose. Venus and Capricorn. I just see a lot of this is you having more fun than usual. And let's see where these planets are. Saturn in the first house, Neptune in the first house. Hanging out with a lot of creative types, maybe writing, doing a lot more songwriting. If you play an instrument, you're probably working hard at coming up. I feel like there's a performance coming up with Uranus and Jupiter in the third and fourth house. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, with Mars in your sixth house. Yeah, if you got a performance coming up, you're really working hard at that. You got 10th house Sun. Yeah. Okay. Venus in the 11th house. You're getting a lot of attention in terms of making more friends. It's a really good time for you, Pisces. This is going to go on, I feel like, could go on for, what I just described could go on for several months. Yeah. But I think if you're a musician, you're performing, or you're a songwriter, or you're an actor, this is a very lucrative time for you, and it's good for you to get out there and be seen. And I feel like you're already doing that. You're working really hard at some kind of performance. 8 of Wands. Yeah, working really hard. You want to be out there, Pisces. You want to be seen. There's so much that you want to share and and show, and in terms of your skills and your gifts and your talents and whatever you're working on. What is crossing the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups? Collaboration possibly with some old friends, some old, colleagues might be here. Collaborations are always really fun, right? Seven of Wands. So yes, it's like you've been calling everyone in and you're saying, hey, I got this really amazing project I want to work on. Quincy Jones was a Pisces. So the Queen of Swords. There's someone here, possibly an older person, an air sign, who is invested in whatever it is you are doing and could even possibly be funding it or making sure it gets out there. That is the Queen of Swords. Seven of Coins. Yes, really working hard. I do feel the collaborations. I feel like it's been all year for you collaborating and getting your projects out there. You've been working very hard. I do really feel this creatively. Even with writing, and the King of Coins is here. It's either another older person that is coming into your life that's going to, it's like they're going to sign you up and you're going to be able to do all the things creatively that you want to do, even scientifically. Whatever projects you've been working on, the King of Coins is all about it, behind it. So the Nine of Wands is here. The part of your life right now where you had to really work hard to get these people to back you up, that's kind of over. They're already here and they are backing you up. And you have generated interest. Yes, see, exactly. So this came out. You have generated interest with the Ace of Cups. If your audience loves you, if you are in a relationship or you are interested in a relationship, there's a lot of love around you and you are very warm and personable and very attractive to a lot of people right now, Pisces. The Three of Swords. Was there a heartbreak? Are you walking away from a heartbreak, or are you walking away from something painful? That if there's any elderly family members, or there's been anything like that in the family, any deaths, any losses, I mean, that's really, really difficult to deal with. And then you have the Six of Wands. So in the end, the outcome is, and I'm going to say this, that by June, whatever you're working on, June, July, it's going to take off. Like by next summer, I feel like if you're performing, you will be performing and at a really big place. You're going to get recognition. You're going to get out there. You're going to get a lot more recognition. And the next year is going to be, you have 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wow. Next year is going to be the year that you're like, oh, this is exactly what I worked so hard for. And it's just, you're going to take off. That thing that you've been working on so hard, it's going to take off. And it's going to generate a lot of interest. Now I want to clarify these cards. What else do I see? That Three of Swords is something, it's there, but you're so focused on what you're doing and creating that, because there's this, whatever you're doing, it's huge, huge. And it's going to take off, and I'm saying it's going to take off next year. And by June or July, it's going to take off, that you're going to be performing. There's going to be something. You're going to be out there. And you're going to have people wanting to be part of it and to throwing money at it, okay? So let's see. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Why is the Eight of Wands here for Pisces? The Queen of Cups reversed. Oh, the Queen of Cups reversed over the Eight of Wands. Either someone is pretending not to show how much they love you, or you've said something overly enthusiastic and it scared them off a little bit. That's how I'm reading that. Let's keep going, because the Eight of Wands could really be someone who is very interested in you. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. Very interested in you, Pisces. Very interested in you. They're just not showing it. They're hiding it. The Eight of Coins on top of the Six of Cups. There is money here. It's gonna come in like this collaboration I keep talking about. It's gonna generate a lot of money. You're gonna see this by next summer. Before then, I mean, if you got offered to play at a music festival, that's kind of how I see something like this. Like, if someone gives you an advance for your scientific whatever, and I see that. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Emperor reversed there. So there was a time when you weren't really sure that all the effort you've been putting, sometimes you doubted yourself. Sometimes you thought, like, I'm putting so much work into this, but, you know, is it gonna succeed? Am I gonna be able to get out there and really perform and do everything I want to do? Yes, you will. The Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Swords, making it happen. The Queen of Swords is gonna make this happen for you. That's male, female, but it's an air sign, and they're gonna make it happen. They are completely backing your work. Either one of your collaborators or a funder, someone totally believe in you. Seven of Coins. Why is it here? Two of Pentacles. You're going to have opportunities coming in. A lot of opportunities next year. I feel like they're already on the table right now for you. So this, for some of you, you probably know already what I'm talking about. The King of Coins with the King of Wands, clarifying it. Yeah, you have a lot of interest. You have a lot of people interested in you. Very interested in you. And it looks more like work rather than love. But there's something about you that is just so brilliant right now. So brilliant. And these people see it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 people here that sees so much in you. And then another person here, the Knight of Cups. Now the Knight of Cups is down here on top of the Nine of Wands. Was this someone that you had to let go of? Yeah, the Knight of Cups, I feel like, is someone that was with you and is no longer with you. Did they make your life harder? Did they like, you've come up, you get excited about some really great ideas, and then they would, like, be really negative about it. Or they just didn't contribute. I feel like you did let them go. That's a water sign. Most probably a Scorpio. Just didn't contribute. They just caused trouble, I think, and complained a lot. And wanted your attention at the same time, so it was too difficult. Why is the Ace of Cups here? The High Priestess. You gotta really be careful with love. Especially when you're gonna get as much attention as you're gonna be getting next year. You really need to be careful with love. Just don't fall in love with anyone. I think that's what the High Priestess is, very intuitive, and listen to your intuition when it comes to love. Why is the Three of Swords here? The Chariot. Something happened rather quickly in terms of a loss, in terms of maybe someone getting sick really fast, you know, totally unexpected. Yeah. That's how I see the Three of Swords with the Chariot on top. Why is the Six of Wands here? The Star, yeah. There's so much hopefulness and so much opportunities ahead of you next year. It's incredible. And the amount of interest and enthusiasm and investors and interest in collaborating with you is just going to pour in next year. It's going to pour in. It's, you know, it's a pretty amazing reading for you in terms of your work creatively, whatever kind of work you do. You put a lot of work into something for a long time, and this is where this is now into next year. You're like, this is exactly what I'm hoping for, but it's actually a lot bigger than you expected. So that's what I'm seeing for 2025, that you're pretty humble. Okay, so you don't push your luck, but what's going to come in, flooding in 2025, it's going to be because of the work that you did. That's why it's generating an incredible amount of interest and enthusiasm. Okay, that's what I got for you, Pisces. See you at my next video. Bye-bye.